Hey, what is up everyone? Today I have the Mossberg 940 Pro. A few weeks ago, I was down in Louisiana shooting with some of the fastest shooters on the planet, Jerry and Lena Miculek. Now there's no doubt they are some of the fastest on the planet. The question is this Mossberg 940 Pro really one of the fastest shotguns on the planet? Today I'm gonna do some of my own testing, putting to practice what Jerry and Lena taught me about speed shooting. I got my quad loader, I got fancy timer. I'm ready to get on the clock and see what this gun is really made of. So if you're ready to go fast, let's go. So I actually made a couple videos with Jerry and Lena Miculek. The first one was a full review of the 940 Pro, the 940 JM Pro, and the whole series of 940 Pro shotguns. So if you want to check that out, we'll put a link in the description. That was with Jerry. And then we made a video with Jerry and Lena, which was a ton of fun. Just such an amazing time. And I got to learn a lot. Because one thing as pro shooters we know is you get really good at what you practice repeatedly. And quad loading is not something that I've really ever practiced. So Lena taught me about quad loading. Jerry taught me some techniques about shooting the spinner target. And then I taught them a few techniques on hand-thrown clays. So the first challenge I have set up is exactly what we did with Jerry and Lena. This was Lena's challenge. It is on the timer, shoot 1, 2, 3 steel plates, do a quad load, 1, 2, 3, 4 shells, sloop, sloop, as she says. I think that's important. I'm not sure why.
Sloop, sloop. That's really the more accurate term. Gotcha. Only professionals know that one.
But as the shells go in, it's a sloop, sloop. Back on target, boom, boom, boom. Now, I only had a few opportunities to do this when I was down with them. It was highly embarrassing. I was not great. Yes, I can pull the trigger fast, but there's a lot of technique that goes into this. Lena gave me a lot of tips. I'm gonna put it to practice, see if I can improve my score. Just for reference, I'll show you really quick. Take a look at what I looked like shooting with Jerry and Lena. Ah! No, on the shoulder.
Yes?
Oh! One of the big tips that Jerry and Lena gave me is when holding the shotgun in port arms, put the barrel of the gun on the target, right? So then when the buzzer goes off, the barrel stays on target the whole time as you come up into your mount. Let's see how fast I can run these plates. I think Lena would be proud. I think Lena would be proud of that. 7.09. That's a big improvement from what I did down in Louisiana. I'd love to get sub 7 into the 6s. That had to have been faster, right? That was faster. 6.97, got below that 7-second mark. I had a 0.20, 0.17, 0.19 split. Here's what killed me though, 5:39 to reload. I'm pretty sure that Lena's reload, like she can do this whole thing as much time as it took me to reload. She's got that baby down. That felt fast to me. I felt pretty proud of that. But just for reference, let's put it side by side with Lena's shot. And my pride shrinks just a little bit. Of course, that's something that she's practiced thousands of times. I've practiced here today just for about 10 minutes and I've improved significantly. It's a lot of fun. This gun feels great to shoot so far, but we have more tests to put it through. Let's keep moving. Just a little quick disclaimer, if you're gonna be doing quad loading, maybe not the 940 Pro, maybe the 940 JM Pro, the Jerry Miculek edition, which is a little bit more optimal for quad loading, that type of stuff. Also comes with a magazine tube, a little bit different than this. This is just the field model. They also have a waterfowl and a snow goose edition of the 940, but you know what? I'm just gonna try some shots here, put it to the test a little bit, see how well it cycles, how well it recoils. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, feels pretty good, pretty light. Gas system, gas operated, newly designed piston gas system in this 940 Pro. This could actually potentially be an exhibition gun. You can add the magazine tube to it, increase your capacity. boom, boom. Oh, powder. Just powder, that feels good. We knew it'd work from the hip. Let's try over the head. This will be a true test. A lot of guns don't like to cycle over the head. They're not made to cycle over the head. I'd say it cycled. Kind of. Behind the back, boom. Oh, nice powder. We're getting a good feel. Oh yeah, feel of this gun, and I am liking this. This is feeling good. Is it fast though? Is this really a fast gun? Kicks those shells out nice, handles the recoil well. Let's see how fast I can shoot this gun. On the clock, can I get sub 1 second? Let's see if the Mossberg 940 Pro can keep up. Whoa. Took me a little bit of time to get on those clays. You saw how tight they were. My splits were 0.18, 0.17. That took me 0.84 to get on it. Not a bad first round. Ooh, that was so close. That was fast. That's my second fastest time ever. That beats the SX4 because it's a 104. 0.7 to get on that first clay. A 1.7 and a 1.7. Splits were pretty dang fast. I would have loved to see my splits get down to a 1.6, but really the most time I could make up is on that throw. Bro, that's fast. Oh, that was good. That was good. 1.01. I shot a 6.6 to get on that first clay. Not bad, that's getting on it pretty quick. But then it was a 1.9 and a 1.6. We are within 2 1,000ths of a second. This 940 Pro is blazing fast. Gas system helps alleviate felt recoil. Feels great to operate. One thing I'm not in love with is the ergonomics, but I could certainly live with the ergonomics, the grip, texture, the feel. It has a flat rib, which is all right. I prefer a raised rib. Maybe it's my long neck. I just find it easier to get on. I get distracted by this top tang safety when you have the flat rib. This just jumps out. Awesome gun for the money. My very first shotgun that I bought was a Mossberg. It was the Mossberg 500. Why did I buy that gun? Because it was the cheapest gun with a lot of versatility. It was a pump that came with a slug barrel, so I could hunt deer and I could shoot clays, I could shoot birds. It worked well, but I'll be honest with you, I've went back and shot that gun. So much recoil. I don't enjoy shooting it, but this gun, the 940, I can really enjoy shooting this. A lot of things to like, but it is time for a trick shot. I got a good one today, ladies and gentlemen. After all, this is the Gould Brothers channel. We are the professional trick shooters, and that's what Aaron and I do. We take our shotguns, we go on the road, we put together live entertainment shows. So here's what I'm thinking today. I'm gonna take my Federal Top Gun. 940 is unloaded. Clay's gonna go on the table. I'm gonna throw the Top Gun in the air. While that shell is flying through the air, I'll come back down, throw the white flyer. You're probably thinking, Steve, we've seen you do this before. No, you haven't, because what I'm gonna do is catch that shell out of the air, put the gun behind my back, load behind my back, and then shoot the clay before it reaches the ground. Let's go. Boom! There we go. That was so much harder than I anticipated it to be, but a lot of fun. The Mossberg 940 Pro, I've been super impressed with it, shooting it today, shooting it with the Miculeks. Very low recoil, fast cycling, reliable gun, great controls, really like the trigger. Ergonomics, not my favorite. Nothing overly fancy, but just a gun that works phenomenally at a great price point. If you want to get a more in-depth, detailed look at the Mossberg 940, you can check out the review on the Target Focus Life channel. If you want to see the video that I made with Jerry and Lena, that's also on the Target Focus Life channel, links down below. But hey, as always, guys, remember, it's impossible with the shots that you never take. So pull that trigger and shoot for your dreams. See ya!